Hi, this is Ampasunari. Today we are discussing about the major histocompatibility complex MHC T cells receptors. The T cells receptors are majorly divided. Also, T cells receptors tumor. This is the T helper cells and T killer cells. So, historical background genes in the major histocompatible cells were first identified being the important genes in the rejections of transplanted tissues. Genes within the major histocompatible cells were highly polymorphic, and studied with inbred strains of mice showed that genes within the major histocompatible cells were also involved in controlling both humoral and cell-mediated immune response responder and non-responder strains. So this is there were three kinds of molecules encoded by the major histocompatible cells: class 1, class 2, class 3. Class 1 major histocompatible cells molecules are found on all nucleated cells, not RBC. So class 2 MHC major histocompatible cell molecules are found on APC, dendritic cell, macrophages, and beta cells, and also other cells. So this is how this is the showing of nucleated, and here it is we can easily identify the major histocompatible cells class 2, and this is class 1, and RBC and nucleated this structure showing. So class 3 is some of the complement system components of transporter of proteins. It was not until the discovery of the how the TCR recognized antigen that the role of major histocompatible cells genes in the immune response was understood. So TCR recognized the antigenic peptide in association with the major histocompatible cells molecules. The T cells recognize portions of proteins and antigens that are bound non-covalently to MHC genes products. So T cells recognize the peptide bonds to class 1 MHC molecules. T cells recognize the peptide bonds to class 2 MHC molecules. So three-dimensional structure of MHC major histocompatible cells molecules and the TCR have been determined by X-ray crystallography. So structure of class 1 major this is showing of two polypeptide chains along with alpha and beta, and also beta 2 microglobulin. So four regions like cytoplasmic region also contains sites phosphorylation and binding sites of cytoskeleton elements. So transmembrane region containing the hydrophobic amino acids. Four regions a high conserved alpha 3 domains to which CD8 binds a highly polymorphic peptide binding region formed from the alpha 1 and alpha 2 domains. Beta 2 microglobulin helps to stabilize the conformations. So structure of class 1 major histocompatibility variability map of class 1 and major histocompatibility of alpha chain. Alpha 1, alpha 2, and alpha 3. This is major histocompatibility. Structure of the class 1 ancestry and antiglobe antigen binding groove. So groove composed of an alpha helix on two opposite walls and height like 8 beta plated sheets forming the floor. So residues lining the groove are the most polymorphic. The groove accommodate peptides 8 to 10 amino acids along with. So the specific structure of class 1 major histocompatible cells antigen binding sites. So this is class 1 polymorphism, human leukocyte antigen A, B, C. So there are also a human leukocyte E, F, also G. Relatively few alleles are present. So structure of major histocompatible cells and alpha 1, alpha 2, and beta 2, beta 1 and beta 2. This is the two polypeptides alpha and beta chains roughly equal length, and four regions like cytoplasmic region containing inside is the phosphorylation binding cytoskeleton and lipids. So class 2 is four regions like transaminations like transmembrane region containing the hydrophobic amino acids, a highly conserved alpha 2 and a highly conserved beta 2 domains to which CD4 binds with a highly polymorphic peptide binds to region from alpha 1 and beta 1 domains. So structure of class 2 variability, class 2 major histocompatibles and beta 1 beta 2 amino acid residues. This is variability and index. The structure of class 1 and antigen binding, this is how the structure is showing. So this is class 1 antigen binding sites 13 to 25 peptides. This is the class 2 polymorphism like HLA, DR, like this are the HLA, DM and DO relatively allies. So important aspects of although there is a high degree of polymorphism for a species, an individual has maximum of six different classes, class 1 major histocompatible cell products, and only slightly more class 2 major histocompatible cell products, and considering the only the major loci. So important, this each molecules of only one binding site, and with the different peptides, a given major histocompatible cells molecules can bind to the same site, but only one at a time. So because each major histocompatible molecules can bind many different peptides, by binding the is termed generated. So this polymorphism determine the only germinal lines, and there are no recombinational mechanisms for generating diversity. So these molecules are also membrane bound and recognize the T cells and require the cells to cell reproduce. So alleles for the major histocompatible genes are codominant. Each major histocompatible cell gene product is expressed on the cell surface of an individual nucleotide cells. So a peptide must be associated with a given major histocompatible cells that individually, otherwise no immune response can occur. That is one level control. So peptide from cytosol associated with the class 1 and major histocompatible cells and recognized by T cells, and peptide forms within the vesicles are associated with the class 2 and are recognized as cells. So why so much polymorphism here? Survival of the species. So structure of the T cells receptors: heterodimer with one alpha and one beta chains, roughly equal length, a short cytoplasmic tail, and not capable of transducing activation signal. So transmembrane region with the hydrophobic amino acids. So both alpha and beta chains variables and contrast region. The variable of the alpha and beta chains containing a hyper variable region that determines the specificity and for antigen. So each T cells the genetic basic receptors, the basis of receptor generations of a vast array. BCR is accomplished by recombinations of various D and G genes segments encoded in the germinals. Generations of vast array TCR is accomplished by the similar mechanism. TCR-B and genes have V and D. So G genes are like these are things. Organizing the arrangement of T cells and receptors, germinal lines of beta cells, these are the V and B and RNA and DNA. These are the formations, how the transcription and rearrangement and arrangements. So comparison with the BCR and TCR. So this is the how the proteins, the transformation, this VDG and J antigen region and B region. So gamma, alpha and gamma and delta TCR. Small populations of T cells express the TCR that contains the gamma and delta chains instead of alpha and beta chains. So the gamma and delta T cells predominant in the mucosal epithelials and have a retroactive bias towards the certain bacterial and viral antigens. So genes for the delta chains have V and D gene segments. The gamma chains have V and D G gene segments. So retro implemented. So gamma and delta T cells recognize the antigen in these things. Today we are discussing about the TCR and all those things. Thank you and thank you very much. These are the things we are discussing: immunological synapses and all those things. We are discussing activation, how the activations of these things. So key of steps of T cells, repairing of this thing. Thank you.